So you might be thinking, suits and boots? There's no way a man can pull off that combination unless he's a Texas oil man, an Oklahoma politician, or a Houston lawyer. Well, gents, I'm here to tell you that any man can pull off the boot and suit combination. And the reason for this is simple. Well, gents, let's look at the facts. The modern suit has been around since the 17th century. It's a classic piece of menswear that comes in a variety of styles and levels of formality. Throw in sports jackets, odd trousers, and blazer combinations, then it gets even more casual. Western boots, on the other hand, have only been around in their modern form for about 150 years. But similar to suits, in that time frame, they've become a classic piece of menswear. And although most Western boots are considered casual, they do have a range of formal styles. So then, how do you style Western boots with a suit and look good? Well, the first part is to avoid these big mistakes. First up, make sure you wear the right style of boots. You don't want to be wearing casual boots. Boots that fit into this category are usually Western boots that are made for work, such as ropers or boots with a square toe, which you probably know is a functional toe for kicking things, getting them to move, like livestock, but without causing any damage. As to which boots are the most formal, don't worry, I'll get to that in a couple minutes. The next mistake to avoid is never wear Western boots with black tie, aka the tuxedo. This semi-formal suit, yes, that's what it technically is made to be worn with black leather Oxfords or evening slippers. Yes, that's a real thing, although it's rarely seen nowadays. My point here is that black tie and white tie have a set of rules in how to wear this clothing, and Western boots, no matter how formal, probably shouldn't be worn with this clothing. The next mistake you want to avoid is wearing the wrong cut of trouser. By that I mean if you have a pair of pants that has an overly slim taper to it on the leg, you can run into an issue when wearing cowboy boots because they have that larger shaft. Now straight up, initially Western boots were designed to be worn with denim. As you've probably noticed, there's a difference between dress trousers usually made from a worsted wool or denim made from a tight woven cotton. The cotton's a bit more rigid, while the wool could possibly conform to a shape underneath it, especially if that shape is larger or close to in size of the trouser cut. Basically, if you're wearing trousers that are cut too thin, they'll probably show the silhouette of the boot through the trouser, not a look you want to go for. And gents, at this point I want to introduce you to today's sponsor, Tecovas. In particular, I want to show you one of my favorite boots from their collection, the Dean. Gents, straight up, I've been wearing the heck out of these boots, and I've been wearing them with a suit because check out their design. Notice the design of the shaft. The upper part of the boot, on this particular Western boot, the shaft is shorter and it is slimmer. The result is a boot that you can wear with your suits, you can wear with any of your jeans, you can wear with a sports jacket and denim combination. Heck, I'm just wearing this boot whenever I'm running around town doing errands because these boots are that comfortable. And that's the thing with Tecovas. They created boots that when you put them on day one, they fit well and are incredibly comfortable. Another thing I love about the Dean's the practicality. They've got a zipper right on the inside, which is pretty much invisible, but incredibly durable. Oh, and because it's winter, because I live in Wisconsin and we get sleet and snow, I actually went with their rubber hybrid soles for better grip. That being said, when it comes to style, what I love about Tecovas is this is where they shine. So the boots I've got right here in this exotic material, this is Cayman, and these right here are in their oak color. Absolutely beautiful. Just look at the detail, look at the texture. What I love about these boots is they're not super loud, they're not in your face, but whenever somebody gets up close, all of a sudden they see them, they notice them. These boots right here are absolute compliment magnets, and when you wear them, like all Tecovas, they're incredibly comfortable day one. And gents, if you're into exotic leathers, get over there and check out all the different options from ostrich to lizard to alligator, crocodile, and of course they've got a wide variety of calf skin and cowhide. But if you're just getting started, gents, looking to get your first pair of Western boots, I would highly recommend you check out their bestseller, the Cartwright, right here in their Scotch Goat material. This is their classic cowboy boot that comes in a wide variety of colors. In any case, gents, use the link in the description of today's video to make sure you get the best deal on the web when you go over to Tecovas. And by the way, guys, check out this map right here. They've got locations all over the United States. So make your way into one of their stores, check out their boots, and they've got a wide variety of accessories, clothing. So again, gents, to get the best deal on the web, use the link in the description of today's video. Go over to Tecovas and check them out. So before I go into the details on how to style Western boots with a suit, let's first define what are Western boots. First up, let's talk about the boots that you don't want to be wearing with a suit. Ropers, buckaroos, and stockmans. All three of these styles have a storied history, and really the ropers I think are a great place to start if you're looking for a great work boot. But when it comes to wearing a suit, you don't want to be wearing a work boot. Those are casual boots, and all those styles I just talked about in general are going to be made in a way in colors and styles that are just too casual to wear with most suits. Now, could a confident man or a cowboy do it? Yeah, he could, but I assume if you're watching this video, you're just getting started with this combination. So let's focus on the three styles that are going to be much easier to pull off with a suit. And those three styles are going to be the cowboy boot, the ankle boot, and exotic boots. Now I know any of the styles can actually be exotic boots, but I'm giving it its own category because most of the exotic boots we're going to see out there are made in the exotic style, and it's a unique enough category that it deserves a few minutes for me to talk about and clarify how you can wear these boots with a suit and make it look good. Now ankle boots or short shafted boots, I talked about it a little bit earlier. The great advantage here is that you can wear these style of boots with trousers or even with jeans that are tapered a little bit thinner. If you're familiar with denim, you've heard of the boot cut. As the name implies, that's a particular style of jean whose leg width is cut to be able to accommodate boots. With ankle boots or slimmer short shafted boots like this, you don't have to worry about looking for a particular cut of denim. Instead, you can wear the jeans or wear the trousers that you normally wear with your regular shoes, and these should work just fine. Now, Western style boots are going to be different from some of the more casual styles we talked about earlier, usually by the height and narrowness of the heel and the slimmer, more elegant design of the toe box. Now, if you know your history, you know that most Western boots have that design right there, so that a man or a woman, whenever they're getting up on their horse, they can slide their feet right up into the stirrup and lock them in place with the positioning of the heel. As such, a lot of cowboy boots have that sleek design, which gives them a more formal type of feel. Pair that with a dark solid color like black, and all of a sudden you have a boot, when worn with a dark suit, from a distance of 10 feet or so, will look like a formal dress shoe. Now, in general, when it comes to formality, the darker the color and the simpler the design, the more formal the boot is going to be. Now, this doesn't always hold true, and you're going to find some boots are going to push the envelope because the upper part, the shaft, is going to have an interesting design to it, but the lower part of the boot is going to be a simple, solid, dark color. Now, where this rule starts to bend is exotic materials. Now, for the purposes of this video, I'm going to assume all the boots we're talking about are either in a cowboy style or an ankle style. So assuming that, and that we go with a dark color, you're going to find a lot of exotic materials out there look really good with a suit, especially if you keep the suit or odd jacket, odd trouser combination simple. Because from a distance, the shoes don't grab a whole lot of attention, but once you get up close, all of a sudden, you see that these are the focal point of the outfit. In this case right here with the Cayman, it's going to be the texture and the subtle lines that are formed by the craftsmanship and design of the boot. And to be straight up, some exotic materials are going to come off as a bit more formal than others. Ostrich in general is going to feel a little bit more casual because of that textured dot design and the fact that most ostrich boots are going to be made in a lighter color. But that being said, ostrich in black or Cayman in black, as you can see, pretty much from a distance covers up any type of texture or design. And it's not till somebody gets up close that they can see that you aren't afraid to interject a little bit of Western style into your dressed up look. Now, what about toe style? So the most formal toe style is going to be the round style, which again, we see this on the classic Western boot. On the opposite end, we've got the square toe. Now, square toes, as many of you guys know, were designed for working boots, for the working man to be able to use the ends of your feet as a tool for kicking things and prodding them along. And of course, because cobblers like to have fun, we've got other styles that fall in between the two. I personally feel these styles make the boot less formal and more casual. However, if you're wearing a pair of Western snip style boots in a dark color, wearing them with confidence, I wouldn't say anything. In fact, I'd probably want to start a conversation with you and wonder who you are. And really quick, gents, that's a point I want to stop and highlight, is that style is a way for you to express yourself without saying a word. It doesn't matter if you're from New York or California, but if you're a cowboy at heart, you view yourself as a rugged individual who was born in the wrong century but doing what you can to live a good life, and you want to bring a bit of Western wear into your everyday look, that's a thing to be celebrated and not to be afraid of. Have fun with it. Because when you discover your individual style and you walk forward with confidence, you're going to find that people are going to react. People are going to see you as you see yourself. A man that's going places, a man with ambition, a man working hard to fulfill his purpose. So now, what about suits? Well, a suit, by its very definition, is a jacket and trouser made from the same material. Historically, suits have been the most formal clothing we see men wear in the Western world. But contrary to popular belief in today's casual society, there is such a thing as casual suits. These are suits often made from lighter colored materials, larger, bolder patterns, or even in some cases whimsical patterns. And then you have suits made from more casual materials, such as cotton, linen, and a wide variety of blends in between. On top of that, you've got odd jacket and odd trouser combinations. So an odd jacket or an odd trouser is any jacket or trouser not made to go with a matching pair. For most of us nowadays, this is any type of trouser that we have that doesn't have a matching jacket, to include denim, chinos, flannels, and on the jacket side, the two most common options we see out there are blazers and sports jackets. Now, blazers for the most part are going to be navy in color, and they're going to come in a wide variety of wool fabrics and weaves. You're also going to see blazers out there leverage contrast buttons, maybe in gold, silver, or white, while sports jackets, on the other hand, are going to have more muted buttons, but they're going to use a wide variety of patterns and colors in the build of the jacket itself. itself. Now, the title of this video is how to wear Western boots with a suit, but I'm gonna go ahead and broaden this up and include sports jackets and blazers and their odd trouser combinations in talking about all the options you have when it comes to pairing boots with suits. And the reason I'm doing this is, one, a lot of people think a combination like this is actually a suit combination. No, that's actually a navy blazer with gray flannels. But seriously, anytime you wear a jacket with any nice pants, people are thinking, oh, why are you wearing a suit? So we are going to use that to our advantage and talk about how with those combinations as well, you have so many options when it comes to pairing them with boots. So what are the rules? How to style it? Guys, it's really simple. Make sure that the boots work with the trousers first and foremost and above all. A dark charcoal suit with zip boots and black. This right here is a simple, clean, perfect combination. It creates a nice streamlined silhouette, and you can wear it with a wide variety of shirts and accessories. With these Caymans here in that dark oak brown, I can wear these with any dark suit that dark brown shoes would go with. Again, assuming the cut of the trousers is correct. And yeah, that dark brown with navy or even blue, a perfect combination. Now, if that's too much for you, you want to start off a little bit simpler, then just get a pair of well-fitted dark denim that has no distress to it. You want to go with a straight cut that fits you well, and then pair it with a blazer or a sports jacket. You should have tons of options in neutral colors like blues, grays, dark browns, dark greens, maybe with a little bit of pattern in them. And because of the denim, now it's making that trouser jacket combination a little bit more casual. It now makes it super easy for you to bring in a wide variety of boot styles, colors, and makes to put together a combination that looks good, a bit rugged, still refined. If you want something even a little bit more formal than indigo, go with black denim. A little bit harder to find, especially with no distress, no discoloring to it, but a pair of black jeans with a gray flannel blazer or sports jacket and a pair of black boots, this combination is killer. As I mentioned earlier, the key here is that you are comfortable with that combination of trouser and boot. The jacket, you can try a variety of them. Look at yourself in the full-length mirror. And don't be afraid to experiment with colors. A lot of guys are always surprised when they see how blue works with such a wide variety of tans and browns. Now, a big part of that is how colors work with each other in accordance with the color wheel. But gents, don't be afraid to trust yourself and practice. Wear that clothing around the house. Get some reps with those boots and those trousers. Look at how they feel. Look at how they drape. And once that combination feels natural, throw in that jacket, walk out with confidence, and become the man you know yourself to be. Gents, if you enjoyed today's video, you are going to love this one. Come on, let's go deeper on boots. Let's talk about rugged masculinity, and I love talking Western boots. If you want more, guys, I got you covered. Boom, right here. Check it out. Solid video. Seriously, gents, great video. Check it out. Boom, right here. Oh, yeah.